Oh my goodness. I was down to the wire over here. Oh boy. All right. Gonna give everybody a little bit of time to get situated. It's the Easter holiday. A lot going on. So give my co-host a little bit of time to get here as well. I need a minute anyways. So
Not don't mute it.
Hi.
it
Happy
was
Read-a-Thon.
so much going on. I literally just started this a minute ago.
Oh, really?
I literally just sat down. I
Say,
threw all my stuff on the bed and I'm like, whose crazy idea was this to do this on Easter? Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure it was your idea.
Of course it was my idea. I'm an idiot.
Ear. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah, you can. Okay. All right. Perfect. I just switched to my AirPods. I still have this ear stuff going on, so only have one ear.
Oh no.
Yeah. So we'll make it work.
Yeah, we'll make it work. You're fine.
Yes.
We are
We will
just
make
here
it work.
we're just here to chill tonight and spend a few hours being productive on our reading goal here. So I'm not too concerned with it. We just got home from Easter at my mom's. We were at her grandparents earlier. I worked this morning, so
It's just been a day. We had a good
this
day.
first sprint is probably going to just be me
Sorting and
unwinding.
getting things together. I was actually reading, um, waiting for this to start, and that's why I was late because I was like, "What's gonna happen?"
I literally I logged on to StreamYard and I was like, oh, and in the top, when it hits the countdown, it just says it's showtime. And I logged on
Uh-huh.
and it already said it was showtime. I'm like, oh shoot.
It's like, all right, we're happening. It's going. No,
That's all
I've
right.
been reading A Court of Wings and Ruin. I have been all
Yeah.
in that. So yeah, he is full of candy, ice
Oh
cream,
no.
sugar,
I can hear him
everything.
giggling in the background.
Hmm. Yeah, so full of everything. Let's see, I have
Did
my
you
Kindle
go
here.
did you go to your mom's or
No, we ended up going to dinner. We
okay.
did go to we went to Outback for dinner after service today, which was
Nice.
really good. It was really, really good. It's been so long since we had been there, and it was just
Did you
nice.
guys go to the one in Westlake?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you with your arcs.
Hmm.
I can only show you one of mine, and I took the dust jacket off, so it's just a black book. But the dust
But see,
jacket's
you got a
somewhere over there.
hardcover.
I
Mine are
did, yeah.
paperbacks.
Like I said, mine doesn't have a sticker on it or anything that
Uh-huh.
labels it as an arc, so it's just a straight copy.
I'm really excited for both of these. Like I was reading through like the synopsis or whatever, and I'm like really excited. I was even reading one to Quan, and he was like, "You gonna read that?" I'm like, "Uh huh, I sure am."
Which one are you more excited for?
Um, both.
Which one are you
Well,
going to read first?
I'm gonna read this one first, Aftertaste. So, this one is Costa discovers that he can reunite people with their deceased loved ones, at least for the length of time it takes him to make a meal he's prepared. So it's
Okay.
kind of given, um,
Before the
what's it
coffee gets
called?
cold?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that, but I guess it has like this drama element to it because he realizes that he messes with the world. So that one, and then
Oh.
this one, you know how I love my picks of books is this. On an ordinary summer morning, the world is changed by the appearance of seven mysterious doors that seemingly lead to another world. People are, of course, mesmerized and intrigued. A new dimension filled with beauty and resources beckons them to step into an adventure, but perhaps inevitably, people soon learn that what it looks like paradise may be filled with danger. It's got Ayana and Olivia, two black Midwestern teens and twin sisters, have different ideas of what may lie in the world beyond.
So it's like a thriller, magical realism kind of thing.
hmm You know, I
That's
like
cool.
my complex, weird worlds and books and stuff. But it
I've
says,
never read anything from her.
me either. Both of these are very new for me, but it says this one is about faith, love, and family. So
Well,
nice
that sounds
mix.
like it's going to have a little bit more
Sounds like an Ashley book.
complexity to it. Yeah, it sounds like an Ashley book.
Yes,
Mine
sounds like an
is for
Ashley book.
sure. I think this could be either, but I'm going to be honest. I think that this Dark Academia, from the 1.5 chapters I've read, might
hmm
be more up your alley. However, some of the characters aren't giving right now, so they're really annoying.
Oh, see, that's the
Um,
part that stinks is when they do that.
but it definitely, like, the cover was giving me a lot more like adult vibes, and it
Okay.
is securely in the YA territory, but I know it's going to be sapphic, so it's going to be a female romance, but
Okay.
that's not a huge part of it. She's essentially a headmaster at this school for magic, and
Ooh.
she has these four, and she does like I'm trying to think of the word where they summon demons. I can't think of the word for it. But they
Like a
do that.
seance?
It's a little bit there's a word for it. Hold on, let me get the cover.
What is this one called?
This is the incandescent, and it says now, let me just start at the beginning. Dr. Walden is one of the most powerful magicians in England and the director of magic at Chetwood School. After completing her graduate thesis by binding a powerful demonic entity into a phoenix tattoo on her forearm, she returned to her alma mater to teach. Now her days consist of meetings, teaching A-level invocation, that's the word I was looking for, to 4 talented and chaotic teenagers, more meetings, and securing the school's boundaries from demonic incursions. So that's like the short and sweet of it. There's definitely going to be some YA drama stuff,
Right.
4 different, very distinct personalities, but they're all kind of giving snooty, and I don't know. The characters aren't my favorite yet. I think the headmaster is really meant to be the kind of main focus. So,
hmm
and she seems very snooty. Like, I've got all my crap together. And then there's this warden who is meant to protect the school. And she doesn't think that this particular teen should be doing these things because there was an incident before, and
Oh.
when she was a really young child, and she's just got all this potential, pretty typical YA setup.
Yeah.
The writing's not bad. However, there was one word, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I stopped reading because it was kind of ticking me off. um and that word, I know where it's at. It
I'm gonna say, don't tell me you
says,
tabbed where it was.
I didn't tab it, but I know where it's in my visual. But instead of, now we're not gonna be able to find it. Dang it! Instead of saying like more complex, she
hmm
said it wasn't complex though. It was something else. She said like complexus. Like, she said something that could have worked, but
hmm
also isn't the right way to say it. It's meant to
You were
say
like, no.
more.
Uh-huh.
And I looked it up. I spent a lot of time looking it up, and like, I guess it can be said that way. Why can't I find this damn word now? I came out here and talked to Emily after I read it, and I was like, the hell is this?
It's like, what is this?
Now I can't find it though. Darn it. I literally stopped reading because it ticked me off that much. But I'm
But
going to
you're almost done
continue
with that one,
reading.
right?
No, this one I just started.
Okay.
I started it because I wanted to read it during the readathon. So I started this last week when I got my arc. I was so excited. So I sat down
hmm
and cracked it open. I read the first 2 chapters, it looks like, And then I took a break because I had a lot of other stuff to get done. And
Right.
by a lot of other stuff to get done, I mean this,
Of
and
course.
it's done.
You
And
finished it?
oh yeah, yesterday,
That's right,
last
because
night
you
at
said you had 5 hours yesterday.
yeah. And so like, let me tell you how Sanderson books work. Okay, you see that split?
Mm-hmm.
This is the end of the book. Okay, this is the beginning of the book. Definitely slower, methodical, a lot of complex plot going
Mm-hmm.
on, setting up all the characters, all the arcs, doing all the things. Absolutely batshit crazy, all the way to the last page. And you're like, oh man, I don't know if I can get through these books. They're just, I'm taking my time. But that
Mm-hmm.
last, call it
That's what hooks you.
15%, you are like, oh, I've got to immediately pick up the other book. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
can't wait.
Which one is
And
that? Is that The Way of Kings?
this is the second one, Words of Radiance from the Way of Kings.
Words of Radiance. Okay.
So it's Way of Kings, Words of Radiance. And then I already have Oathbringer downstairs, ready to
Okay.
go.
And see, I see
After
people
the
toting
readathon.
those around the office all the time, like the real big, like Sanderson books. And I'm like, okay,
They're huge.
I'm seeing it everywhere. I don't know if it's just because our phones are just being creepy phones and, all that stuff, or if I'm just legitly seeing everything everywhere for a reason. I mean, obviously, going into a store, that's not my creepy phone.
No, but well,
But
I'm telling
even
you,
like with TikTok and stuff, I am seeing it everywhere. And I'm like, why is this happening?
we were talking just at dinner an hour or two ago. They
Mm-hmm.
did this really cool thing with these. You get you put a hard-boiled egg in a spinner, and then you just
Okay.
use markers to color them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd never seen this. And I'm not kidding. 10 minutes later, I sit down, I open up Facebook, I scroll a couple times. There it is.
There
And
it
I'm
is. You
like,
saw it.
I was talking
Mm-hmm.
about this in my parents' house where they don't have any connected stuff. I wasn't on my phone. Like,
Mm-hmm.
how?
Like, how is this happening?
Yeah.
Now
But
I know why it looks weird. I'm using the wrong phone thing. I'm like, why does this look so weird?
oh, you're fine.
I'm using the wrong one. The other one is like so super short.
Oh yeah, you are a little lower than you normally are.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, why does it look so weird? I'll be up
So
and
you read
going.
some Aka War today?
Yes, I am. Actually, still am. I read. Let me clip this in place. I am on chapter. Let's see. It looks like it's gonna stay. Okay. I am on chapter 40 something. So I'm like a good 60% into this book, I think, and it's really picking up. I know you have not read it, but
No, I did not read past book 1.
you really need to read past book 1. These books are so good. Like they really are just good. Um, I am 60% in. It says 9 hours left on my Kindle as far as how
Are
I've
you
been reading
saying
it.
16?
60. 60.
How fucking long is this book if there's still 9 hours left?
I don't have my physical down here with me. My physical is actually upstairs, but
You said you're on page like 400?
well, with Kindle doesn't give you
Yeah.
the pages, but I can tell
They give
you
you the
what
location.
chapter. I'm on chapter 44 and I'm at 60%.
Wow. Okay. So, yeah, you
Yeah, see, Kindle doesn't give you the actual pages, but I know when I was talking to Shara yesterday afternoon, I was like page 360, somewhere around there. So it's a thickums. It's a pretty
yeah,
thick book.
we don't so she had all of the books. And then she gave them all away or
Mm-hmm.
sold them at a half price. I don't know what she was thinking. She doesn't know what she's still mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that's the pink book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, it's red.
So
The one I'm
is it?
reading is the pink one. I'm
Yeah,
reading the
that's what I'm
pink
talking
one.
about. Yeah, no,
Mm-hmm.
the one you're reading is pink because it's like red and then that green, minty green, and then pink, right?
Yeah.
It
I'm
is
still trying to figure
thicker.
out which one is my favorite. I really did like number 2. I definitely did
I think
enjoy
number 2
number
is her
2.
favorite.
This one is actually pretty. This one's a strong competition. I'll be honest. Number three is definitely a strong competition.
Everyone
After,
agrees the first book is worse, though.
but it's not even that slow. I think if you could pick up a Sanderson, I really think you could pick that one up.
I mean, I could, but I don't see. I didn't care for not any of the tropes that fall into typical romanticy kind of thing, where like I just don't like Feyre. I definitely don't like Tamlin, and I know that gets
Hmm.
solved. But
Hmm.
while I did like recent, I don't care enough to continue.
Try the dramatized audio.
I got the dramatized audio at home with Emily
Hmm.
telling me I need to read the damn thing.
Absolutely. You got to try the dramatized audio. I thought that was really cool when I listened to that for Akatar.
Yeah,
I thought that was really cool. Put my switch away.
I'm
So
getting
I'm
everything set
trying
up
to
for our
decide.
sprints.
No, you're good. I'm trying to decide if I want to read more of Akawar or if I should keep my word. I think I'm going to do it.
Okay,
I think I am. I think I'm ready. I'm
I'm
waiting
thinking
for. I
I'll
did
start
not
that
forget
on
about
Wednesday.
Mistborn. I did not forget about Mistborn. I am going to. I'm waiting for Hoopla to give me the audio. I am next in line,
Okay,
whatever that may mean. But I thought I had
it's
it on.
still 29 hours.
I know, but I can start it. I can start. I do have one big book I want to read, but I was actually making the list of books that I wanted to read during our readathon. I have The Covenant of Water, and I've been
Ooh,
wanting to read this book for a really long time, but the audio is 30 hours. I know.
that's 20 hours to listen if you do 1.5.
Hmm. I know. I know. I know. But I'm trying to figure out how that book, how do they actually do these hours on books? Because,
That's just it. Is like if the person is reading like this as they narrate everything, like you can definitely speed that sucker up.
this is a 30-hour read,
That sounds about right.
but the other book is bigger than this.
This was 45 hours. It's 1,000 pages.
Okay, and this is 800
That's like,
and, oh, wait, that's the acknowledgments. This is 814.
yeah, see, and I would imagine that is also a slightly smaller paperback. It's not the full like 7,
Yeah,
8
because
inches.
it's,
Yeah.
hold on,
So that makes
but
sense.
they're
30
floppy.
hours that um 30 hours on the Covenant of Water. That book doesn't look that thick.
That book is a big book.
Is it? I don't know that I've ever seen it in person.
Oh, it's beautiful. And I keep
I've
telling
seen the
myself that I
cover.
don't need to buy it, but
Well,
it's
you
a
don't
big
know if
book.
you need to buy it yet because
But I
we are
want
not
to
buying books during the get rid of books on your shelf readathon.
see, it's technically okay because it's in my Kindle. So I'm not buying anything new because it's been sitting in my Kindle.
But still. Let me
But I
see
could
here.
buy it
Pages,
after.
pages.
Or
I'm trying.
technically, is it still spring cleaning if I read it on my Kindle, but I buy a new one?
No. 715 pages in paperback.
Okay.
So about equal with A Little Life.
But how is that 30 hours?
You know, it's got to be the narrator, right?
Hmm.
If you've got two narrators and like I don't know, it can be a little bit more difficult. Like I definitely listened to Sanderson's book on 3 times speed
Hmm.
because as you know with his narrator, he's a little more dry. It's not it doesn't
I couldn't listen to
really
his
get up
on three
there.
times speed. I don't know. I think for
I
him, because he does read slower, I could maybe do like a 1.7. Maybe a
which is
1.7.
still good. I mean, with the size of those books, you kind of have to, because like who
Mhm.
has 30 to 45? I mean, let's just call it 30 to 60, because the
Mhm.
last book is 65 hours long.
Because I have the first 3 books
Crazy.
of Mistborn. I have the first 3 books.
Okay.
The Aloe and all of those.
Oh, you might actually have. Do you have the right? That one is the second genre. I hope you have the right one. Mistborn should be the Final Empire.
I have the Mistborn trilogy,
Okay.
and in this book, hold on. Give me this. It has Mistborn, the Final Empire, the Well of
Okay.
Ascension, and the Hero of Ages. And I
Okay.
also do have the one with there was one
The
with like
Alloy of
aloe or
Time.
I got that one too.
That's the one I have to get to go into Era 2. However, I looked at where I need to be for my reading order, and since I just finished this one, there's a novella, and I really thought it was the one I bought at the library the other day.
Mhm.
It's not.
But it's a different one.
It's a different one.
Okay.
So I got the audio for that though, and I'm thinking it's only a couple hours. It's like 6 hours, so I can knock it out in like 2. Um,
Okay.
I might listen to that one, but here's the thing: it's not. I don't technically own it,
Mhm.
so I might wait until after the week is up, then hit that, and then go right into Oathbringer.
Okay.
But this
You're
week,
gonna
I mean,
have
I've
those
already
books done by
scratched.
summer.
Yeah, probably.
Huh? No, sir.
Right. I did finish this.
I
Don't mind my
saw.
sticker. My 5.97 BAM sticker.
That's okay. I got a book
Like
that was $5.97 I got from there. I haven't been to
it's
BAM in so long. I've been
it's
wanting to go to
good.
BAM.
I love BAM.
I
It's
want to go
good.
to their
It
bargain
wasn't
section.
great. It was
Mhm.
just okay. And I am not going to criticize it because this is a book written for children. And
You said that it was middle
I
grade.
it's closer to middle grade. Like, yes, she is 12. We'll call
Mhm.
her. Maybe 12. And some of the stuff in there is definitely very like she's a theater kid, and they definitely play that up quite a bit. Like her parents don't believe her because they think she's just being dramatic because she's a theater kid, and like she talks a lot
Hmm.
about that. And of course, those are the kinds of things that would appeal to somebody very young
Right.
and in
Because
that
they would
thing.
be able to probably relate to that.
And like the ghost story sounds spooky-ish, and then because it's definitely a bit spooky, and
Mhm.
then the resolution of course ends up being like there's a reason that this person is so this ghost is so upset, and like it all makes rational sense, and like the hero comes to the rescue, and like happy ending, which is
Okay.
what a middle grade horror possession
Should be.
haunted house story should be, because you don't want your children to be reading books that are just leaving them in a fit of despair.
Right.
So
You don't want them to be too spooked out. Even
no.
though I will say what was the other ones we Goosebumps. Those have
Yeah.
started to get those was kind of serious.
Some of them, yes. I actually have the more grown-up version of Goosebumps downstairs, which is Fear Street, which are
Mhm.
his like teen novels. I have it's a collection of 2 books that have 2 books in them. So I have 4 stories.
Okay.
And I thought about reading them, but those are the kinds of things where like that's a fall spooky hangout when it's raining and cold and
Mhm.
that kind of read for me. And honestly, this one would have been like that too, but 6 hours on audio, I finished it in 2 hours. So knock it
You
out.
kill me with that. I
And
do
if
have
I'm
a
honest,
surprise. I have a
it's
surprise
under
on a book that
300.
I'm
Damn
gonna
it.
read. I have a book that I'm gonna read. Should I
Which
surprise you or
is
should I just tell you?
um when you say surprise me, what do you mean?
Should I tell you or should I just surprise you at the
Yeah,
end when we
I
wrap it up?
no, I need no. I need to know. I'm not waiting till then.
I
So
have
no.
Murderbot. I have the first one, All Systems Red. I have the 3 hour
Really?
audio and the book. It just came to my Libby 2 days ago. So it's gonna be my novella prompt.
Smart.
I'm being strategic.
It's
Yep.
action packed. Like, you are not going to struggle to get through it. Will
hmm
you love Murderbot as much as me? I don't think so. I love
I'm
Murderbot.
interested because you were definitely all about Murderbot. So I am going to give that a try. Like I said, it's only 3 hours, and I know I can knock that out.
Yeah,
hmm
absolutely.
But
Like, that's 2 hours
I
listening.
promised the book club that I was starting The God of the Woods tonight. So I am going to stick
I
to
said I
my
was going to
word.
read it during the
I
readathon. I did not say Sunday.
I am going to stick to my word, and I am going to read that, and I will keep the Akatar to. I mean, technically, I don't have to finish it like now.
Rare Ripley versus Bianca
So
Belair.
I'll probably keep that one to work while I'm listening to it at work because I have the audio for it,
Yeah.
and maybe just keep like the readathon for whatever readathon books I have. And then technically too, I started that way before we even said we were going to do readathon.
Yeah.
Well, I phrased that wrong. I started it before the readathon started. So technically it doesn't count. So everything that I'm reading has to be towards readathon.
Gotcha.
Now you said last time we couldn't put music on?
No. We technically didn't get in trouble.
Okay.
However, they could pull our stream until they can verify copyright, and I just don't want to mess with it.
So can we put on there like we don't own the rights to the copy or whatever they do?
No, even if I leave the song like so that everybody can read it while I'm going, you have to have a strategic license thing going on. I looked into it and I don't know enough about it, and I don't want to risk it getting pulled.
No, definitely not. Okay.
However, we'll figure it out. I have
what if
this.
we played it like in the background? I mean,
Even that
obviously,
can get it pulled. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I was gonna say even now I wouldn't be able to do anything now because he's got the TV.
I know. I mean, everybody, you're responsible for your own jams while you listen.
I'll be muted anyway, so I'll probably play it over here on my iPad or something.
I'm still gonna put up the aesthetic.
I was supposed to do the iPad. I didn't. He wanted me to set up my iPad for today.
Oh, I got you.
But I said that would be too hard to set it up. And plus, the iPad is so clunky.
So this is going to be our little aesthetic. Okay. And how long do we want to do sprints? You want to do 40 minutes, 30 minutes?
If we do 40, that's going to take us to 8:10, which for me, which would be probably about perfect because I'd be able to start getting him wound down.
Does he have school tomorrow?
Yes, he does.
My kids are off.
Why are they off?
For Easter Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know, right?
No,
I wasn't aware.
I'm pretty sure he goes to school tomorrow because they said no school on Friday. So I'm pretty sure he has school tomorrow.
We didn't have school Friday or Monday.
Oh. Well, let me double check, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have school tomorrow. I mean, he does have school tomorrow.
You said 40 minutes would be perfect then?
Yeah, let's do 40 because that put me right at 8:10. And
that
then
would
I could start
be coming back at 8:10.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Because I would read for the next 40 minutes. That gives him his TV time. And then we'll chat about our sprints. And then for that next sprint, I'll be getting him situated with bath and everything. So that works out perfect.
I think so my novella is going to be this tiny little, it's technically a book of short stories, but the main book is called the main story is The Bloody Chamber.
It is a short stories.
I know I don't, but I bought this at the Sandusky Book Bar. It was I had to buy something. It was all $7. Like let me buy it. It's a Penguin Classics. I've never
Okay.
heard of this author, but apparently they are big in the horror space, and so I
Okay.
needed to do my research, and there was an opening about it in which so many names are dropped, and it's so cool to hear the introduction by Kelly Link, who's another author, just talk about a little bit about Angela Carter and about the
Okay.
story itself. And then there's quite a few in here, but the first story is only like 40 something pages. And so
Okay.
I'm like, I can knock this out and get the first story done. And then maybe I'll do another story every night for the readathon, because it ends on page 162. So
That'll
like I
be
could
pretty
just,
cool. So
and then
you
the
start
whole
like your
book is
sprint
done.
with that one, and then you'll have it done. And I actually did start reading today. Maybe that's what I'll do. I started reading Blues in Stereo, Langston Hughes. I
Langston
started
Hughes.
that
Okay.
this morning. Mm-hmm. So I started reading a couple of his poems today. So maybe that'll be the one that I kind of pick at throughout the week.
And then I actually did this one, which
Mm-hmm.
is the first book in the Stephen King Dark Tower series. And
Oh.
very interestingly, at the end of it, there is an excerpt from Fairy Tale.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to read that. I was definitely struggling on audio with this.
Okay.
And so I'm probably going to do my first story, knock that out, and then I'm gonna immersive read this with the
To see how
audio
that one goes.
to see
Okay.
if it goes a little bit better as I read with my eyes, because it's not long. One of our
Mm-hmm.
prompts is read a book 300 pages, but I think what we really meant to say was 300 plus.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's only 253, so I was hoping this would be it, but that's
There's
okay.
one that's read a book that's 200 pages.
Okay.
So that could,
we printed it out. I just got to find it.
okay, and see, I don't have it printed. I have to pull it up on my iPad.
Yeah, well, at least you have something to look at. But yeah,
But I'm
I'm gonna
definitely
do
doing,
those.
that's the one I'm starting with. Because I
And
promise.
then there's so many on here like I'm excited for. I also think I'll end up DNFing some of these.
I'm sure you will.
Like
Because you
I
won't be
bought
in the
these
mood
two
for it.
books that from Half Price Books that were by Rin Chapeko, and I like Rin Chapeko in they wrote a vampire polyamorous fantasy romance, and it gets a
Oh.
little steamy, it gets a little smutty. So I ate that shit up. I loved it. And I have the second book, which I did bring up here, and I don't know if I want to do that one. So I was like, let me do these little novella almost style books that are written just similar to the Mine story, which is like a middle grade YA kind of feel to it.
Okay.
And they're traditional kind of Japanese inspired horror. The Girl from the Well, like, of course, everybody knows the story of The Ring and everything like that. So it has that
From that
kind of
one.
vibe to it. And I feel
Okay.
like, what mindless horror book can I fly through? Problem is, there's no audio for that one, I don't think. So I might have to do that one with my eyes, which we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
But yeah, so that's where we're going to start. I'm probably going to spend part of this sprint going and checking on everybody downstairs because I just abandoned them and ran upstairs.
Okay. Is M
And
going to be
then
reading with us?
she is, yeah, I think she's getting everything
Yay.
settled with leftovers and all that stuff from dinner.
Okay.
We made some stuff. She made some
That's
stuff. They made,
awesome.
we have so much food.
That's so awesome. That's always the best.
But now we got to put it away. Make sure the kids, since they are off tomorrow, they don't have to go to bed, which means I don't have to like take that break and like go put them to bed.
rush
So
and
we can
take
just,
them.
we can
We can
just
coast. I have to
chill.
see. I'm going to make sure he has school, but I'm pretty sure he has school tomorrow. They didn't tell me anything. I'm gonna
Well,
double check.
maybe double check it just to make sure. You might be able to sleep in a little bit.
I gotta work tomorrow.
I know. I know.
Gotta work tomorrow. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm gonna stay home or if I'm gonna go in. I haven't quite conquered that mountain yet.
But we're not thinking about work right now. We're thinking
No,
about
we're not. We're thinking about books.
these books. So, all right. I think I'm gonna kick off the first sprint, and we will be back in 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Let's go.
Boom.
First sprint.
Nope. Gotta turn that audio off. I don't know if you can do it.
It's like better not to put that music on there.
It's rain sounds, but I think we're good.
Hey, that still
All
works. That still works. All right, I'm gonna mute my side and I'm gonna also turn my thingy off.
Here, I hit us, so we're all good.
Okay, perfect.
All right, bye. Of course, I pressed the wrong button and now it went away. So I'm trying to get it back. There it goes. Okay. Sorry, everybody.
I can't hear our rain sounds. Is it just for you? Hello.
I'm back.
Hello, hello.
So, how did you do?
I was semi-successful.
Well, that I wasn't.
I posted on our socials the link and
I
everything.
saw that.
And I got through chapter 1.
Hey, that's all right.
Yes. I had to I don't know, like it's one of those more serious kind of books. So you know how some books you just start and it's like world building or you're trying to figure out what's going on. Like this one, it's like it has that eerie tone directly from the beginning. So it's like you just sit and you're like, oh, well, what's going on? So yeah, it's good.
Well, that's good.
So
Was I
far.
productive? Yes. Did I read? No. Um, I had a lot going on that I
Mhm.
needed to get situated. I abandoned Emily when we got home, so I needed to go make sure she wasn't plotting my demise, and then grab some snacks and get comfy. And then I was like, oh shoot, I finished my Sanderson last night. I need to type up my
Mhm.
review. I
Oh,
finished
okay.
that book earlier. I need to type up my review. I did not get the second one done, but I did get my
Okay.
Sanderson review done. And yeah, so the next one I will read during our next sprint. Promises.
Okay, good.
It is 8:18. You are not allowed to yawn yet. You better go get
Sorry,
some caffeine filled tea or something.
it's
Yeah,
gone. It's
another
green
cup.
tea. It's my favorite green tea. It's the Bigelow green tea with lemon. It's like one of my favorite teas.
Interesting.
But
I'm not a
I get
tea
up
person.
early, so I'm usually up 7 o'clock.
I don't know how you do that. Well, seven's not bad. If you were
I'm
like a
usually up.
5 o'clock riser, I'd have to question our friendship.
No, most days 6:30.
Yeah,
Hmm
6:37's okay. I'm up at 7 by force.
I want to be a part of the 5 a.m. club.
No,
I used to when Hammy was little. I used to be a part of the 5 a.m. club. I would get up and I would go to the gym and work out.
but
And
what
then
time
one
did
day,
you go to bed?
bed usually about 10 o'clock.
Well, that's not bad.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if I could commit to 10 o'clock regularly. I think that's when I'm like, oh, I'm so tired.
hmm
We're in bed by 10. And then most of the time it's 11 ish.
It just happens for me. It's usually like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I get sleepy and I just go to bed.
See, that's when I'm just now settling down to start reading. And then I try to get at least an hour in. But we also
Mm-mm.
watch our YouTube, subscriptions and everything, and we get all that out of the way. And
hmm
then we read a little bit. And then usually Emily is snoring next to me. And she does not appreciate that. But it's true. And then I'm usually in bed right after that. So 10:30, 11 o'clock. It's not too bad.
Well, see, I start my little wind down usually about 8:30 when I'm putting down ham. So it just
I'm
kind of
usually
just
not home
flows.
yet.
hmm
I get home around 9-ish a lot of times. And then the kids are going down and all that. And sometimes we have like tumbling ends at 8. Then you
hmm
gotta get them
Oh, that's
all,
late.
yeah, and then bathed. And then Lucas's soccer goes till 7:30 some nights. So it just depends
Yeah,
on what we got going on.
he'll be starting Little League and he'll have games during the week, Monday and Wednesday at 6 o'clock. So this is going to be interesting for me because most days I'm home at 6 o'clock. So
Yeah.
we'll see how this goes.
Oh,
Because when I'm sleepy, I'm sleepy.
yeah. I feel you. But I will be more productive in our next sprints in terms of reading goals here.
We'll
So
probably swap because now I'll be probably. He actually said he was hungry, so I made him a little something to eat. But probably halfway through, I'll start getting him ready for bed. I'll probably listen to the book then.
Can't believe we've already been on here for an hour and 20 minutes.
It goes by really fast.
It does. And I
Hmm
love it because, like, it encourages me to, like, even if I'm not reading, which, like, that's what we're trying to do, but even if I'm not
hmm
reading, if I know I have 40 minutes to, like, get something done, I'm doing something. I'm not just, like, doom scrolling on my phone.
hmm And while you walked away, I couldn't hear the rain, so I can't hear the rain sounds, and I
I
can't
did
even
not
hear it online
share
either.
I
Okay.
didn't share my, screen audio when I
Okay.
shared the screen. So, I don't think they are gonna pull us for rain.
They better
However,
not pull us for rain.
rain could be distracting to some people. I don't know who, but
Or like, I like rain with storms.
yeah.
I like to listen to
But
that.
I'll
I like
be
ocean
asleep
waves.
if I put those
You're
on.
like, "Mm-mm." We could do rain.
So what we
I
usually do,
actually have some
rain
lo-fi playing.
and yeah, rain and lo-fi playing, and that works pretty well.
Hmm
Um, but not just straight thunderstorm. I will be asleep.
I love them. They're so great. I was hoping today would have been rainy. That would have been perfect.
Not
Oh,
for
that would
me.
have
We
been
had all
perfect.
kinds of stuff going on.
Well, I'm talking about this evening, like now. That would be
Oh,
perfect.
fair.
Like while
I
we're
think it
having the
is supposed to
readathon now.
rain this evening,
Is it?
isn't it? Well, like late. It says light rain is happening currently. I don't see it, but
I didn't see any outside when I was out there.
tomorrow 70 degrees up here and with some light rain. Wish I was home.
I'm still trying to decide what I'm gonna do.
Does he have school?
Hmm
Okay. Wow.
hmm
I don't know. I guess I'm shocked only because I expected the kids to be going back. Emily's like, "No, they're off for Easter Monday." And I'm like, "Oh, damn it." And now I'm like, "Isn't everybody off Easter Monday?" Apparently not.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Crazy. These kids
Business
get too many
back to
days off.
usual.
I feel you.
I'll share my playlist with you. You might like it.
Okay.
You have Spotify. Yeah, you do have Spotify. That's a silly question. Copyright.
Oh, a funny thing about Spotify is I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that book of accidents I was reading. And so I listened to it on Spotify and then like it got going and I was just listening to it. I forgot you only get 15 hours of this 16-hour audiobook.
Oh
So I had to
no.
finish the
So you
last like
missed it.
80 pages. Yeah, so it used up all of my Spotify time for the month. And then I had to finish it with my eyes in the last 80 pages, which was fine.
Oh,
But
that's just
I was kind
terrible.
of pissed off that I'm like, oh, now all my Spotify hours are gone.
You know, the funny thing is I was actually reading this one, like reading it. I wasn't listening to it, I was just outright reading it. And Shara said she wants the link, so I'm gonna send it to her.
Okay, perfect. She working?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think so. We'll find out. I know she did yesterday, but I don't think so today.
Yeah, somebody is ghosting us on here. I see a couple people here. One of them is me. Is
Mm-hmm.
one of them you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So there is
Nope.
somebody creeping who doesn't want to say hello.
It always confuses me whenever I do because it's like the delay, so I can't.
It's
Because I
Shara.
was gonna
Okay.
pull it up. It is Shara. Hey girl, hey. Because I was gonna pull it up on my iPad, and I'm like, no, mm-mm. I pulled it up to see if I could hear the sounds, thinking that it just wasn't coming through, our stream, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
She actually
I
said she's gonna be reading The God of the Woods, so she should be reading along with us.
well, that's good.
Hmm
I Emily's over there reading.
You were not eating a bunny too, but
Not a chocolate, a marshmallow bunny.
a marshmallow bunny.
You
Okay.
ain't getting him to bed.
A chocolate marshmallow.
Forget it.
Mm-mm. Oh, one of those. That way. That way. Thank you. He's like trying to creep his way this way. Apparently, the kid likes peeps.
Ew.
One.
Team no sleep is right. Though I don't know what time we're gonna end these sprints tonight. I'm gonna do at least 2 more, probably something like that.
Okay.
So we'll see. I don't know why I keep
Okay.
holding my face. Like what am I doing? I don't know.
He should be good.
I'm sure
Drinking.
he's gonna be good. He's gonna be wired. You better eat a peep. You need some
He
sugar.
totally just. I think I'm actually sleepy because I ate that ice cream. I think
I haven't
that's what
had
it
my
was.
snack yet.
We stopped at Kathy's on 254. You ever had Kathy's?
Is that Kathy's open?
Yes, Kathy's is open. Mm-hmm.
I didn't. My dad used to go to Kathy's religiously. I thought Kathy's closed permanently.
Nope. Mm-mm. Kathy's is still open, and we like to
I'll
go
have to
there.
tell
So
my
we
dad
went.
and see if he stops over there.
Yeah, we definitely went today after dinner on our way home, and I looked at him like, I want ice cream. He's like, Are you serious? I'm like, Yeah, I want ice cream. So we went to Kathy's, and I did an Oreo and cheesecake. Kind of like Blizzard. Oh, it was so good. That's
And now
probably
look
why
at
I'm
you.
sleepy. Yeah.
Stuffed. I ate.
Uh-huh.
We had the ham. We had twice baked potatoes. We had they had asparagus and sweet potatoes. We had Emily made yeast rolls, so we had homemade rolls. Then we go to my mom's house, which is a lot of the same, except now we got like mashed potatoes and all that other stuff.
Just
And then we had
everything. How are
cheesecake,
you
apple
not
pie.
sleepy?
I am, but we ate so much earlier in the day. Luckily, her family eats early, and then my family usually eats late.
Okay.
Or as Emily put it, at a normal time. Yeah, but I just wanted to stuff my face and feel like crap for a little while because it's Easter Sunday. Just do it.
Exactly. Just do it.
You can figure it out tomorrow. I mean, it's one day. And
One
so
day.
I'm just going to carry that into the midnight snack as well. And I'll be snacking here in probably the next sprint. And then I'll stop stuffing my face long enough to chill.
That's okay.
Just in time to go to bed.
That's all right.
Wake
It's a
up tomorrow.
holiday. We do those things.
Do all the crap I don't want to do. I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
We're not supposed to talk about work.
It's the midnight. What do they call it? The Sunday night blues.
Yes.
I'm.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just go ahead and pick up a book and try and go into a
Let's
world where I
start
don't
our-
have to do a job. But
Let's start our next sprint.
all right, yeah, we'll do our next sprint, 40 minutes, and then so that's perfect. It's 8:30, so we'll come back just after 9, and we'll talk.
And we'll see what he got going on.
Okay. All right, let me get this going.
All right.
And boom.
I can't hear the rain sounds anymore.
We're back. Except I don't have the headphones on. There we go.
Hello. There we go. Hello.
Hey.
Hey. How'd you do?
I had to finish writing that little bit of my review, but I did, and then I got about a third of the way through that first story. It's about 45 pages. I'm about 15 pages in.
Okay, good. So, change of scenery for me.
I can tell, just a little bit.
Yes, I realized that our Fable book is by sections and not by chapters. So, when I went to go and comment on, like the so-called chapter 2 that I was reading, I was like,
Yeah.
wait, are we reading the right book? So it goes by sections. So I'm currently in the section for Barbara, which I saw was 75 pages. And
Okay.
then it goes into Bear because I was so confused.
I feel you.
But I definitely do see a lot of characters. Trying to figure out, who's who, that kind of stuff. But I'm just gonna stick through it.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick through it.
I think mysteries have a slow build, and sometimes the payoff isn't super great, but I think this one will hopefully be the exception. I don't have a lot of luck with true mysteries that aren't like mystery thrillers. Mystery thrillers are, they got a little bit of action in them, get your blood pumping. I don't think this one's going to be quite like that. I think this one's going to be more of a literary mystery.
What
So
is the category for this one?
it's kind of genre bent. It's technically a mystery, but it
Okay.
has that literary fiction feel. So it's somewhere in between.
Okay, so it's like a little bit of everywhere.
Yeah, from what
Okay.
I've heard. Obviously, I didn't read it, but I'll get through it this week. I do have the audio, so we'll get through it.
I did use my Everand, so I have one of my Everands
Yeah.
on there.
That's where I got mine from, was Everand.
Okay, I haven't started listening to it though. I've been reading.
I think it's a full cast. There's at least 2.
Is it really?
I think so. Let me double check.
Okay.
God of the Woods. It is. There it is. God of the Woods. No, it is just one. It's Saskia Marleveld.
Oh, well that's a new one. Okay.
And this one is tagged as family life psychological fiction. This is on Everand, so I don't know where they came up with these categories.
Psychological fiction? Where do they
Like
come up with these different like genres?
one of those books that's in the whoa, that was a big scream.
He's watching Henry Danger.
Okay. One of the best selling in the psychological fiction is All the Colors of the Dark. That's been on our list for a while.
Oh, that has been on
And
our list forever.
books like Misery from Stephen King, Normal People by Sally Rooney. Like it's all over the place. I
The
don't know
Good
what
Lie,
is.
A.R. Tour. I heard that's a really good one.
Lord of the Flies is on here. Like The Glass Hotel from Emily St. John Mandel.
Okay,
All of
let's
those are
see.
well beloved books, at least. So I think
That's
it's
why I
going to
said
have
it's got to
some.
be good. It's got to have some type of payoff. If it's at the top of like everything, it's got to have something good to it.
Hopefully, we all find
Yellow
something to love.
Faces on here, Salem's Lot for psychological fiction.
I don't know about Yellowface is definitely more of a literary fiction. It's very securely there.
Mm-hmm.
However, what was the other one you said? Salem's Lot is very securely horror.
Mm-hmm.
That is a
So it's
vampire
like,
story.
what exactly is a psychological fiction?
That one I've never really heard. Let me see what it says on Goodreads.
I was getting ready to go to Google.
Good God of the Woods on Google or on Goodreads is mystery fiction thriller, historical fiction. So those are the top ones on here. The list of awards that it has won is long.
Hmm. Okay, so it says also known as psychological realism. Well, this is their AI. It's a genre of literature that focuses on a character's internal state and motivations more than external actions. It delves into the character's thoughts, feelings, and inner world, often using techniques like stream of consciousness or flashbacks to explore their mental processes. This genre aims to understand the reasons behind a character's behavior and how their mental state drives the narrative.
Okay.
Okay.
Every person that I follow, I have 14 friends. Everybody that has read it has been 4.5 to 5, with the exception of one person who I don't trust anyways. But I think this was a good thing to see. It says this is by Emily Fox on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a journey over ending kind of book, and mostly drama, not so much a mystery, but I would totally recommend it.
Okay. That
So
makes
yeah,
sense. That makes sense. I'm gonna stick through it. It hasn't given me a reason to put it down. I just kind of want to know why I'm being introduced to so many people at the beginning.
it says, what did I see a second ago? What was the length? 14.5 hours on audio. So not too
Mm-hmm.
long for it to be a thicker book, hardcover. It's not too bad.
Mm-mm. No, it's not that bad. Especially because you listen to it on like 5 times the speed. So you'll have it done in a day.
Not that bad. But I probably will have it done in, let's see here, 14.5. Let's do my math real quick. Divided by 2.5. It's 6 hours worth of listening. So 2 days.
So this one is known for having so many different characters in it. Don't Go Into the Woods takes on an unsettling new meaning.
See, it's giving, the blurbs aren't a good indicator of what we're in store for. So I'm looking forward to some updates from you throughout the week because I need to know what I'm getting into.
No, you're going in blind, just like me.
I probably won't get to this till Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, tomorrow's just jam packed. I think we're gonna, well, Emily ain't watching it, but I think I'm gonna go with a buddy to go see Sinners, the new Ryan Coogler movie.
You know, Quan was literally just talking about the day today, and he really wants to see that one.
Cannot wait. It's supposed to be the best horror vampire movie that's come out in decades.
He is all about that movie, and he wants to go see it.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna do that. Maybe, I don't know. The plan is still up in the air. And then Tuesday we have soccer game, so maybe Tuesday night I'll get home and do some reading, and then Wednesday and Thursday I work, so I'll be able to listen to some audios while I'm working. And then Friday, I think we have sprints Friday night.
That's
At
what I
least
was going
that's
to
what
ask
I
when
was
our
planning.
next round of sprints work. I thought we were doing 3 sprints this week.
I think
I
we're
remember.
gonna do this one on Friday, and then one the last day on Sunday. But next Sunday is busy to say the least.
Okay, so Friday and Sunday.
That's what I was planning.
Okay.
We're supposed to be filming that Sunday as well. So
Oh, we are.
we are. Yeah.
We are. Okay.
Emily's got to take our daughter to a birthday party. We have to film, and then we have to come home and do reading sprints on a Sunday before going back to work. But somehow we will find a way.
Okay. Maybe we'll pencil that.
We'll find something, and we'll figure
Rain
something
date
out.
for Monday. Our
Yeah, we can
frames
figure
might be a
something
little
out.
much. We might have to do a rain date for Monday.
Yeah. So we'll figure it out.
Okay.
But Friday is what I'm planning. I don't think I have anything else on that Friday. Sophie has a soccer. Actually, we won't start at 7 on Friday. It'll be an 8 o'clock start because Sophie's soccer game thing isn't done until 7. So that'll give me time to come home and get all set up. And I don't want to rush. And then I'll stay up pretty late on that Friday night doing sprints.
Okay.
And then Sunday. I mean, I'm open to other days as well.
I don't have anything on Friday.
Cool.
I don't have anything on Friday.
Oh, we are so full. Oh, plus I have to get my first review done for Katie by Tuesday. So
okay. My first one
not this
is
Tuesday, but the Tuesday after the spring or after the readathon.
My first one I think is May 15th.
Oh, nice. Okay.
May 15th and May 23rd. That's why I said I'll read Out of the Woods first, get that one done, and then probably pick up Aftertaste first.
I think tomorrow.
Just because I don't have an audio where I can like listen during the day. It'll be one of those that I read in the evening.
That's what's hard. I think in order for me to finish it this week, it's a little over 400 pages. So if I can try, it's 414 pages. So if I can try and get through 100 pages a day, then I can have this done in 4 days. So if I start on tomorrow, I can be done by Friday, get everything typed up, sent over to Katie a little early, and then we'll be good.
No, that sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Oh,
this
boy.
tablet is so loud.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm so confused. Shar, are you still here? What did this mean? I don't know what she meant.
I don't know.
And I'm like, I'm
no
hoping.
idea.
I said, wait, what am I looking at? But she didn't respond. So hopefully she'll say something this time.
I'm not sure.
I'm having some technical issues over here.
I couldn't hear maybe it was the rain because I did come on and I said I couldn't hear the rain again.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
No, it wasn't on there.
Okay.
I didn't put on music for this sprint though. I had on my own little music going on.
I was listening to your playlist. So
you like it? Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I like it. It's chill. It's
I get the same
too.
songs over and over on my lo-fi lists. So it's nice to shake it up a little bit.
Okay. I got a whole bunch of them.
I wish I could exclude lo-fi from my wrap-up at the end of the year because like I listen to lo-fi. I don't listen to the songs. I listen to like the vibes. So it's hard at the end of the year. It's like your most listened song is. And I'm like, that's not fair. That's because Spotify keeps feeding it to me. I
listen to I even have a good Pandora station too. I'm still a Pandora fan.
Oh no. I be talking crap about her cousin every time we go over to play games. She puts on Pandora and I'm like, what is this?
I love Pandora. I have some really good Pandora mixes that I listen to.
I was standing in front of all the gift cards at Target yesterday because obviously today Target was closed. So they had a Pandora gift card and I'm like, for what?
What would you need a Pandora? I mean, they do have a premium and stuff, but I don't do the premium.
Who gets a gift card? I don't know. There were Spotify ones too. Like maybe if you want to gift somebody, like because you can purchase audiobooks. I don't know. I haven't been on the Pandora thing. Maybe you can do the same thing with Pandora. Can you listen to audiobooks? No,
they do have. I think they have a podcast thing on there.
They have podcasts because we're on there.
We are.
Yeah.
I have to take a look. I didn't know that.
We're supposed to be. I shared it to all the things. So.
No, look at me going to go look. It's probably gonna start playing music as soon as I open it up. I'm so
My
curious.
children are downstairs. I don't know what they're doing. Are they tearing the house up? Probably.
There are podcasts on here.
No one's crying.
Correct.
Now I wonder if we're on here.
We better be. I do a lot of work to get that thing out there.
I'm looking it up now. Yep, we sure are.
Love
That is
it.
so cool. That is so cool.
So if you are still a Pandora girly and you want to listen to our podcast, you can do that. So
That is so awesome. And it
we're on
looks
everything.
pretty too.
We're on everything.
It looks really pretty. I know, don't laugh at me. But I did find it.
Awesome. I think I have 1-ish to 2-ish left in me. So I'm going to try and get through this next sprint and then see how I feel. But I think I can do one more after that. We'll see.
Let's go for one. I don't
Okay.
think I'm going to make it 2.
That's all right. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, let me get all set back up again. We'll
Okay.
start this one a little earlier and then we'll go from there. So I guess I'll see everybody back in 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Let's go.
All right. Where am I? Here we are. Boy, that one went fast.
It did. I felt like I was actually reading for that one. No distractions, just reading.
Read the whole time, which I was a little surprised by, but the problem with this little short book is it's written, almost 80 something years ago.
Mhm.
So actually more than that now. And the language is, harder to get through. So I'm not reading as many pages as fast. So I still have a few pages left in that story, which is fine. It was, wow, when was this book written? 1945. Squirrel, get out of here, cat.
I think I like
Yeah.
this book.
Oh, well, that's good.
I think I like it. I'm finally starting to figure out who is who.
Okay. Well, that didn't take that long.
No, I'm on. Well, they introduced a new character now, Louise. So we have Tracy, TJ, Alice, and Barbara so far.
Okay, that's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is a lot of people. But I feel like it's going to come together at some point.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to figuring it all out. You should get a good head start on it, and then I'll catch up with my audiobook.
Yes, because you'll totally finish it. And I still haven't even listened to the audiobook. I tried to listen to it, but then it was taken away from our stream. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to read it. So I have been reading it, which is rather peaceful.
Is Hammy asleep?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Took him a while.
Yeah.
But he's asleep.
Good.
He was trying to read my book. He kept saying, the God of the woods, the God of the woods. I'm like, just go to sleep.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yep. All right. Well, I don't think I'm going to make it for another sprint. We have made it to 10:09. This was
3
good.
hours was really good.
We got 3 sprints in. So we did good.
We did good. We stayed focused. And today was still a productive day. We got some reading progress done. And we'll see what tomorrow holds. I'll be posting stuff on my Instagram. So we'll see what I get into. Maybe I finish another one tomorrow, or who knows?
Sounds like a plan. I still got to get my stack together. I haven't even put a stack together yet.
I do like the stack. I'm not going to lie, because it's like, okay, what do I pull? And I just grab one and go.
Well, see, most of mine are digital, so it's even more interesting.
Yeah. It's nice to see the physical representation. So yeah, that's kind of hard with the digital, but that's all right.
I got to get creative, so I'll get something up.
All right. Well, good night, and I'm sure I'll talk to you tomorrow morning.
Indeed. Good night. Happy reading.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.